The very first stage of cell signaling is reception. We're going to receive a signal that has been sent from somewhere else. That is done typically by an embedded protein in the plasma membrane. There are many ways this can be done, but this is one way. So here we have our extracellular fluid. This could be extracellular fluid in the tissue in our body. This could be bloodstream. Okay, we've got a signal molecule that's been sent. It's been sent in the blood. It's been received now by this protein that is embedded in the plasma membrane. As soon as that receptor receives this signal molecule, chemically bonds with this signal molecule, it will change conformation, changing shape, and that will help us send a message into the rest of the cell. Okay? Detecting the signal molecule is the first step. This is necessary in the human nervous system. Here we have the first neuron that has been excited. This has maybe seen or felt something. Okay? That sends a signal, boom, down this neuron. Okay? At the end of there is a gap between the two cells. Okay, so we've got to send a signal from cell 1 to cell 2 in order that whatever was just felt by your finger can make it the rest of the way to either the muscle that needs to move your finger or your brain that needs to sense what has been felt. So here's cell number 1 producing neurotransmitter chemicals. Those chemicals then will fuse with the plasma membrane of cell 1. Okay, that is being then pushed out of cell number 1 into this intracellular space where the neurotransmitter will be received by a receptor molecule in the next neuron. Amazing how fast that has to happen. So, cell signaling. Cell signaling can take several steps. Okay? And the more complex the steps, the better it seems to be able to be controlled. So here we have a cell molecule. It's this embedded in this plasma membrane here. We're receiving the cell signal, which is sometimes referred to as the ligand. Receiving that ligand turns this cell chemical on. In other words, changes the conformation of that protein. Okay, which then, remember, the shape of a macromolecule determines its function. So it is going to have an effect on the next molecule in line. Okay. Several molecules later, we can have the elicited response. Okay. Reception of the signal molecule is the first in the pathway. Okay. So what are we going to ask it to do? Once it's received, what are we going to ask that cell to do? Grow and divide, differentiate, depending on where that signal came from, or in some instances, we need that cell to purposefully die, to go through what's referred to as apoptosis. Okay? Huge in the development of multicellular creatures. We'll dig into it more a little bit later. But all sorts of different responses can be elicited from the reception of a chemical message.